Hello students, welcome to the part 2 of our demonstration, how to create a login form using a Visual Basic. So let's now start. So let us now proceed to the coding. Now we want, so you know the function of the login form. So the username will input the username and then the password, and then if it's correct, okay, they will be transferred on the second form. So speaking of second form, we need to add another form. Okay, so if you want to add another form, so go to the project menu and then click this, and then make sure you click Windows Forms and then rename your font if you want. Now for now I want to stay it as it is, so form 2, and then once you're done, click add. And then you would notice form 2 will be added now in your project. Now you can toggle between the form 1 and form 2 using this tab here. So something like that. So if you want to go back to the form 1 or go back again to the form 2, so all you have to do is to click those tabs. Okay, so let's now go back to the coding. So double click this button, and then you will be transferred now here in the code view. Now for the login form, we will be using conditional statement. Okay, so if txt username, username, so it's here, dot text, okay, is equal to, let's say for example, abc, that's our username, and then you type end. Okay, now this is now a logical operator. Now we have the and, we have the or. Now if you use and as a logical operator, now the both statements must be true. So I'll continue it first. And txt password dot text is equal to def, something like that, and then once you press enter, it will show then and then end if. So again, let's go back to the logical operator and. Now I use the end operator here. Now if you use this logical operator, now the first statement and then the second statement must be true for you to get a true result. Okay, now here kasi in our logical condition, so we have two values. So number 1 is here, the true value, and then once you type else, this is now the false value. Okay, so here this will be here. Okay, the code here will be executed if the value or if the result of this condition is true, and then if not, so the code here after the else will be executed. Okay, so again, the first condition and then the second condition must be both true, okay, for you to get a true result. Now if not, the false here or the code here will be executed after the else. Okay, so what we want is if it's correct, okay, so if it's correct, if the username and then the password is correct, so what we want here in our program is the program will show the form 2. Okay, so if you want that, all you have to do is to type form2.show. Okay, so something like that, and then let's test our program first. So click the debug here, and then let's say ABC, and then DEF, and then once it is correct, so it's correct nga, so the form 2 will show up. Okay, so something like that. So you would notice the text is still here. Okay, so what we want is once the form 2 shows up, okay, the text here in these text boxes will be deleted. So let's close this program. So what we have to do now is to type txt username dot text, so it will be deleted, and then txt password dot text equals double quote. Okay, so let's try it now. Let's debug our program. So type abc and then def. So click login, So you would notice the form 2 will show up first, and then the text here now in these text boxes will be deleted. Okay, now what we want is after, so aside from this form 2 will show up and then the text here in these text boxes will be deleted, what I also want is this form 1 will hide. Okay, so there, so let's close this and close this one and then stop debugging. So the syntax for that is, so on another line you just have to type me.hide. Okay, me there refers to the form 1 because currently we are in the form 1. Okay, so let's try to debug it again. So type ABC and then DEF and then log in. So you would notice, so it's there. Okay, something like that. So you would notice we only have the form 2 here. Okay, and then let's click stop debugging here and then there. Okay, and then once, let's say let's debug it again. So let's say for example the answer now is false. Ibig sabihin the username, either the username or password is incorrect. Okay, so let's type the username and then the password. So you would notice nothing will happen because we haven't instructed yet what to do once the statement is false. So this is actually the false statement after the else. Okay, so what we want is, number 1, the text in the text boxes here will be deleted. Okay, if it's false. So just type txt, or you may just copy this. Okay, something like that, and then there. Okay, and then it will show also a message box containing, let's say it will show first a message box, so msg box, something like that, and then let's type the text, let's say for example invalid username or password. Okay, something like that, and then there, and then the text for the text property of the username and password will be deleted at the same time if the username and password is not correct. Okay, so let's debug now our program. So if it's not correct, so let's say for example this one and this one, so first it will show a message box. So click login, it will show a message box first, then after the message box the text will be deleted. Okay, so that's the program logic. Now for the close button, okay, so all you have to do is to double click this button. Now the function of that button is, once you click that, the program will, or the entire program will close. Okay, so double click this and then type me.close. Okay, something like that. It's very easy. So let's go back here and then debug our program, and then once you click close, the entire project will be terminated. So that's the function of the me.close. Now again, me here is, I'm referring to the form 1. Okay, something like that. Now if you want to close another form, so let's say for example form 2, so all you have to do is to type form2.close. Okay, or the name of that form. Okay, lastly, let's say for example you want to hide the text in this text box, which is for the password. So let's say for example this one, and then let's say for example you type a text here, you want the text here in this text box to be masked, okay, with a specific character. So all we have to do is to click this text box, and then let's go to the properties panel. Okay, so here's the properties panel, and then look for the password char property, and then type any character you want to mask to the text in that particular text box. So what I want, let's say for example, is asterisk. So just type 1 asterisk and then there, and then once you debug your program and then you type anything here in the password text box, you would notice it will be masked out, okay, using the asterisk character. so that other people around you will not see the text you input in that particular text box. So there, thank you very much for listening. So you may now do it in your PC, and see you on my next tutorial.